I came to the most beautiful part of India with the goal to find out if this region is just pretty mountains and lakes, or if there's also a deeper cultural layer beneath. Whilst on this quest though, what I began to notice was signs of a frozen conflict between two great superpowers converging on this sleepy region of northern India. In 5 days, I want to answer the question, does this region have culture, and uncover what is going on beneath the surface. This is the start of a 5-day trip. First truck stop, but around here all the mountains are just insane. Like everything here. We barely started 1 hour and it's just gorgeous. So I think the views are going to get way better. And the views do get better. I mean, look at this. But before I spoil you with more of that, I want to introduce you to the crew making up this trip with me. We have Caleb, who loves dates, Miriam, who loves momos,
I want to have momo!
Yasmina, who loves yaks, and Kareem, the man with the greatest hairstyle I've ever seen. So let's get into it. So one sort of interesting thing about being in Ladakh, I don't know if it's a contested region or because it's quite close to the border, you have to get a permit to go everywhere. So I've got to get these photocopies around and I'll sneakily try and get a military officer in the background. I don't know, he's hiding. There he is.
Good guy. Hi.
Salam alaikum habibi, how are you?
Salam alaikum.
I don't know why I'm talking Arabic, but I think...
The last thing you want to do.
We are strategizing of where is the best pea corner.
So he found a pea corner, but I think it's quite exposed.
No, you gotta make sure it's cool with the military that you're pissing on the ground. As long as they're cool with it, you're totally safe.
So we're only at the start of this drive. I think it's been 1 or 2 hours, but we've exited the city. There's like no other cars around. Nice big river. I'm very excited. So we're at 3,500 meters. We're gonna go up to 4,500. And I'm out of breath I'm out of breath now. Namaste!
Namaste! We love Ladakh!
Let's go.
Making our way through Ladakh.
Alrighty, we're at another truck stop here and we're actually at 4,000 meters now. The mountains are absolutely stunning. Out of breath, but we're gonna grab some food. Did you say you feel like?
I want to have momo!
Momos! It's a momo, which is just a dumpling. No, it's the best dumpling you'll ever eat.
How is it?
How is it?
Amazing.
It was very good. How we doing, kids?
I gotta get kids.
Caleb? Oh, there you are. Wait. You're included as well. I'm included. So, Yasmin is explaining her favorite animal. It's a yak! So you don't reckon I'm gonna get attacked? Because they look kind of scary.
To make sure.
I don't like how close they're coming. I gotta go tinkle. Let me go to the bathroom. Okay, no, they're pretty scared. Just remember, they're more afraid of you than you are of them. Unless that's what they tell themselves about me. So we just arrived at this really small town, and this lovely sir over here is going to hopefully find us a guest house. This place is tiny, but it's got a beautiful lake at 4,500 meters. The first guest house was full. Well, let's see what we can find. Yeah, we did manage to find somewhere to stay. This is a super nice place, super cute. It's about $10 a person, comes with breakfast and dinner. Most importantly, look at that view. The lake behind is so nice. We've had a walk around town. We're gonna get our dinner soon. So yes, this is home sweet home. We've got 2 beds in this room and there's another room for the other 3 people. So that's the job, nice and comfortable. Oh. It's mostly flat. Alrighty, so we've made it to the lake. The sun's about to set, so we thought we'd grab a quick walk. It's a fucking stunning lake. The mountains around. I don't know how well they're going to show up, but a very cool place. But the reason we're here, and this is Lake Tso Moriri, which is correct Hindi pronunciation, I think. Tso Moriri, definitely not. But yeah, there's like a mask festival at the Karzok Monastery. But we've come here for 2 nights. Let's get into it.
Dalai Lama birthday. Yesterday? Yeah. Dalai Lama?
Dalai Lama.
We go,
Birthday.
yeah, birthday.
What is your name? Maybe someone else.
Give
I
Caleb,
think
give
smaller.
Caleb.
Yeah,
Yes,
smaller.
here. Please.
Caleb.
Thunderbar. Yummy.
That's your honest opinion, mate. How is it?
Good spice, good tang. Not too spicy.
How many
no.
Michelin stars do we get?
I would say, and this might be controversial, but I think 4.
Whoa, 4 Michelin
Yeah,
stars.
it's a new rating scale. We're gonna have to change the scales for this one.
When you get hungry, it's amazing how high the rating goes.
No, Hunger is the best chef.
Hungry people, look at this.
Yes. No, was it?
Jam would be nice also.
So it's 9 in the morning. Just had a really nice breakfast. The owner here is super sweet, but sleeping at 4,500 meters, very difficult. I slept 1 or 2 hours last night. Not complaining though, because look at this. Very pretty. Gonna get ready and check out some mask festival. Let's go. So behind me and actually underneath me, because I'm standing on top of it, is the Karzok Monastery. It's a Tibetan Buddhist monastery, and actually in this part of India, Ladakh, the predominant religion is Tibetan Buddhism. There's so many monasteries around. It's completely different from the rest of India. As a part of the festival, local children join in the fun, wearing masks, dressing up, playfully whipping passers-by and asking for small offerings. But sometimes it felt they got a bit too excited in their role. So that was the first morning of the festival. It also goes on this afternoon and tomorrow. Got these kids running around with masks, kind of playing tricks on people, asking for donations and just sort of being cheeky. And then all the monks dancing and everything. It was really cool to see. Everyone's in a really good mood. Before I get to the main event, which is the next day, I want to discuss what this festival is all about. Now, this festival is called a Gustor festival, and there are about 4 different festivals, each in a different monastery of Ladakh. This one is in the town of Karzok, which is actually the highest town in India at an elevation of 4,500 meters, 15,000 feet, making it also one of the highest permanent settlements in the world. Now, with a population of just over 1,300 people, this beautiful town is located next to the stunning Tso Moriri Lake. Now, during this Gustor festival, locals encourage visitors to come to the town, so we felt very welcomed. Now, what even is the Gustor festival all about? Well, it celebrates the victory of good over evil, and during this festival, monks dance and wear masks representing different deities and spirits. Enough talking, let's jump into tomorrow morning and see the excitement. So if I look tired, it's not justified, because this idiot woke up at 4:30 or 5 to walk, but at 7,
Gotta catch the sunrise.
I mean, he caught it, he's got photos for me, but now it's 7, I feel exhausted, but they're supposed to be like the main festival. Something about yaks.
Something with animals.
Animals. Hopefully not a human animal sacrifice.
No.
No?
No, I asked and they were a little bit put off by that. I don't think the Buddhists are big into animal sacrifice.
Offended by the suggestion.
Yeah. It's him.
No, it's him. It's him. It's him.
He has the money.
No money, no honey. I don't feel comfortable. I feel like I'm being literally roped into this.
Hey, give him the business. Give him the business.
I know, a round of applause because I'm such a good participant. Thank you. Thank you. Hi, friends.
Good morning.
How are we? So we just finished the first part of the morning ceremony. Really interesting to see, and I've got some good news. You would have seen how all the animals, they looked quite distressed. They were being covered in, I guess, this mud solution and having prayer flags put on them. Some of them didn't seem too happy, but this is actually a blessing ceremony. Now they're actually free, so it's to release them into the wild, and it's ultimately it's a good thing. So really interesting to see that. And now basically we're going to wait until I think the guru or the head lama he arrives. Should be an hour and a half. But
Yes, it's good.
Okay. You want?
yeah, go on.
You're good luck.
Small money, maybe.
Vibe is building. I donated to get a bracelet. This is a lot better than this morning and yesterday. Like much more local people. I think this is like the festival. Everyone's smiling, very keen. Oh wow. This is gorgeous though.
We're protected against evil demons.
Those whips are like.
After a wonderful 2 days at the festival, we continued driving because we still had 2 more towns to visit. Now the deeper we would go, especially as we neared the Chinese border, the more I began to feel the tension in the region. However, there's of course always time to eat delicious food. What do you reckon, boys?
Let's see. We'll decide. That is a bread and an omelet. That's so exactly what I wanted.
Oh, so perfect. Great.
Yeah, as advertised.
As advertised. And how about you girls?
It's amazing.
Do it. We are on.
Fuck yes, and it's hot.
So cold. Yes, give me that reaction. Give me.
That is the best thing I've had in a long time. And I'm not making that up. Oh my god. So this gorgeous region behind me is super militarized. We've passed so many military, I guess, not checkpoints, but stops. Where they've got military vehicles and trucks that are driving by. I think that's because we're quite close to the Chinese border. But it does feel safe. In the best way possible, this is one of the most ridiculous landscapes I've ever seen. Like over 4,000 kilometers, like over 4,000 meters, North India. China is like 40 kilometers that way. How is this still part of India? This is just very nice. Oh hi, I didn't see you there. I'm just looking sexy in the middle of the road. How you doing? So this gorgeous town that I'm in right now is called Hanle. Very, very small town, but it's really special. It's 4,000 meters up, which means it's a beautiful spot to look at the stars. So hopefully in a couple of hours when the sun sets, we're going to get a fantastic view of the Milky Way. There are a few clouds, Yeah, there are a few clouds, so we'll see how that goes. But even if we don't get to see the stars, it's a very, very cool spot. Super remote. Very happy to be. All right, Caleb, room tour. This might not look like much to those in the fancy outside, but this is spacious. Has 2 bathrooms, running water. Look at this. The water runs. Oh, what? I feel like it comes across like I'm being sarcastic, but in no way am I being sarcastic. Like, I am 9,000% sincere. Look at this thing. I can shower for the first time in like a good several days. No. And if I try to work out the price in US dollars, 22 Australian, 20 Australian, 13 Aussie? Sorry, 13 American? 13 US. Not bloody bad. So behind me is a really cool irrigation system. I'm not really sure where the water's coming from, but I'll show on the screen. It sort of funnels through here and they've got these little gates to allow the water to flow. This is one of the most rural places I've been to in a long time. It's super small, super relaxed. There is actually quite a few tourists here. This is a season for it. Yeah, this is not what I expected India to be like. Yes, I'm in a bathroom and I know it's a very strange place to film, but just 2 quick points. One is that it's been hard to find hot water in this part of the world in Ladakh, but over there, I got me a bucket of hot water. Kind of a big deal. Out of breath. But second thing, there's actually really good lighting in here. So I just wanted to say that after we got back from our walk into town, there was a policeman waiting for us to check our permits. So I may have shown that we got a permit before. It's kind of strange. You just go to an agency and say, hey, I would like a permit to go everywhere. And it's not much money, less than 10 US in the last 2 weeks. This is actually strange that the police came to the hostel to check. Think of the food, guys.
Amazing.
I can't believe this is included with accommodation and breakfast. What are we doing, gang?
Milky Way.
We're gonna go try and find the Milky Way. Out of breath, but
White light. Light.
it's gonna be pretty. Well, we are attempting to visit the peaceful, relaxing monastery, and our biggest challenge yet is the mud. It's so muddy. God, we're princesses. Hiking at altitude is not fun.
No.
And we've gone for like 30 seconds. But look at this bad boy behind us. Not the one in front of me, the monastery.
Ladakh is often called Little Tibet, and when you walk around this monastery you can really see why. In fact, for centuries there were no real borders between Ladakh and Tibet. The people shared the same ancestry, language and Buddhist traditions. And today there are hundreds of different monasteries and sacred sites just like this one in Hanle that are related to the Tibetan Buddhism.
So I'm on the roof of the main monastery in Hanle. It's absolutely stunning up here, but you can see behind me there's so many military facilities here. This place is it's got a heavy military presence. That's because we're incredibly close to China. It's really strange to see so much military next to such a place of beauty and clear spirituality. What I like is that all over the world, I love Hanle, I love New York, I love Zimbabwe, anywhere you go. But I do love Hanle, very nice spot. So I'm still in Hanle and we've just stopped at like a military themed cafe. You can see behind me there are spruiking, bragging about the fact that you can get a selfie with this guy. Come click a selfie. And like,
You can stick your face in the little cardboard cutout of a soldier. There's like, this is real strange. I mean, like all over here is military. I kind of feel like there's more military than there is people here. I might have to fact check that. But certainly there's so many encampments out here. It's, I don't know. It's a vibe. Good food though, good cheap food. Yeah, you can play in the bunker, kids. Even at Niage, join the army, join the navy. Little Simpsons reference there.
We are about to reach our final night's destination, Pangong Lake, one of the most beautiful lakes I've ever seen. However, before we get there, I want to explain just what all of these military bases and vehicles we've been seeing so many of are all about.
My driver was just saying that in 1962, this is China over here and we're in India, Ladakh. In 1962 there was a war, an incursion where China came forward here and invaded India. And behind me is a memorial commemorating that war. But I'll try and put it on the screen. There's a hut over there and the first one is India. And I don't know, like less than a kilometre behind that is China.
The outcome of this war in 1962 was that a large chunk of land, called Aksai Chin, would be occupied by China. India still disputes this claim. Even to this day, there are periodic clashes along the border. In fact, the last deadly clash occurred in 2020 when hand-to-hand combat resulted in over 20 fatalities due to the banning of firearms along this disputed area. Pangong Lake, which we're now approaching, is actually part of the disputed border.
So we have been to Pangong Lake, which is absolutely stunning. The sun's about to set. It's super close to getting dark. It's really cold. 70% of the lake is in China. We're going to drive down to the Indian part. Very, very small.
As I said, 30% of the lake belongs to India because the disputed border actually cuts the lake into two, and our driver even said that within the lake both countries operate patrol ships. Crazy that a place of such beauty is actually a place of such tension.
Yeah! Go look, go look, go look! Yeah.
I'm wondering what you think. Like,
made it into a bungalow, double bed for two boys. Same price as the last one.
I hear it gets cold here.
Buffet. Wow, if we have to cuddle, we have to cuddle. Running water, running hot water. Because last time there was running water, but not the shower. Running for the toilet and the taps.
I honestly can understand the Amish
Big
at this
deal.
point.
Not a bad final night of our fourth night tour. Look at these, it's like a cabin right next to the Pangong Lake. Pretty psyched, and we're gonna see some stars again tonight. Last night, by the way, fantastic stars. Oh, the sun's already set, so better quickly check it out. Yeah, been a very good couple of days. This is another bathroom vlog, and I just need to point out, bum gun. This is a big deal, and after using this in Iraq, oh my god, life changer. Bum gun, soft on the bum. Let's see what we got, boss. Fantastic. Oh, delicious. Just what we needed today. Last breakfast together, gang. Don't cry, Miriam.
Aww.
Might not be the last one.
That's true. You never know, inshallah.
You never know.
When I see these two guys again, whether they like it or not.
This drive along Pangong Lake was unforgettable, and the upcoming views of the lake marked a fantastic way to end our trip.
Pressure.
Pretty steady.
Yalla.
Nice.
Wow, this was a good.
So we have unfortunately reached the end of Pangong Lake. That was probably one of the most beautiful drives. Like, yeah, it also means we're going to leave Kaylin and Miriam. They're going to go up to the Nuba. India. Why is this India? I'm like
pleasantly shocked.
The road back to Leh takes us over one of the world's highest navigable passes, a final reminder of just how extreme this region is. Ladakh is peaceful, Ladakh is sacred, and Ladakh is breathtaking, yet Ladakh is always on the edge, and maybe that tension is what makes it unforgettable.